how much does this mean to these two men? Michael Andretti has not won a race for a full year. And Bobby Rahal has not won a race since Nazareth in 1992. Either one of them could easily win this one.
Pack of slower cars just ahead. Danny Sullivan, the quickest of that group, and Eddie Cheever. Michael comes up behind Sullivan. Look back from Michael, the look ahead to Rahal, the two cars in competition.
You put yourself in the cockpit, and of course, particularly for Andretti, he's looking at the cars ahead of him that he's got to lap. And he knows it's not only a question of getting by them, but getting by them in such a way that it makes it tough for Rahal to get by him too.
Affecting the fight for the lead that we are watching from both onboard cameras, first and second place, is somewhat affected by the fact that the rubber has built up on the outside of some of these critical corners, especially 1 and 3 where they can pass, and so moving offline too far could be very dangerous. In fact, no doubt would end your day.
Yeah, Rahal's able to close under braking, it seems like, you know, in those critical corners, but finding that place to pass when you've got comparable equipment right now, and obviously they are very comparable.
Earlier in the season, Andretti and his teammate Tracy fought a brake problem. They seem to have overcome that.
So the real trick now is how are they going to handle traffic ahead? That's when they can make the move.
There's Sullivan right ahead of them.
You know, you should keep track, too, in this fight, actually sitting behind Rahal. Not part of the fight is Ribeiro. He's actually 2 laps off the leader pace, but that Honda in his car has been turning laps at 108.6 miles an hour, his fastest of the day. So a very capable power plant there. Too bad that he got a lap off the pace.
Rahal, of course, passed up that Honda engine for this year's season. Perhaps as he sees it in his mirrors now, he might be thinking, I wish I had it.
This is the fight on the course. It is for the lead. Rahal takes another look inside Michael.
Ford engine aboard Michael's car. Mercedes-Benz aboard Rahal. The big straightaway.
Sullivan and Cheever just ahead. Sullivan runs 18th. Cheever is up on the leader lap. Last car on the leader lap. Well, not anymore. Well, he touches. Cheever gets together with Michael.
Rahal's chance. I think Michael's okay. I don't think that hurt him.
Got to keep an eye on that left front, though. He picked it up on the inside of that corner. And it seems to ride high there. Now back on the track.
I think he's okay.
Remember at Miami, first of the year?
But this, of course, is where you just, as a driver, you go, my God, is it okay? Is it okay? And you still got to race. He's leading the race. He can't just sit around and see, do I feel okay? He's got to keep pushing it. And this is the most dangerous part of the track. 155 miles an hour through here. Not the place to have something go wrong.
Rahal sets him up for turn 1. Possible pass coming here. Michael comes across Rahal. Next chance is turn 3.
This is where personality is everything. No, I'm not going to let you by. I'm fighting. That's what the mode that Michael's in.
Race course does belong to the leader. They have Eddie Cheever, who they almost put a lap down in this corner last time, but then they got together. So now Michael closes Cheever again. Rahal is right there. There's what happened on the last pass through turn 3. Cheever gave him some room.
He just didn't see him, or he needed more room than he got.
And Rahal tried to poke the nose into the right, couldn't get it done, so the battle continues for the lead. There's Cheever, Michael, Rahal, Ribeiro still there. That's Johansson. Johansson is currently 16th.
Remember, these cars have over 700 horsepower. They're loose here on a very, very tight circuit. It's tough to maneuver the cars as precisely sometimes as you would wish.
Let's look at the onboard. Bobby Rahal. There it is. This is that same turn. Michael just ahead. Cheever making the turn into the corner.
Here's the contact.
Michael was hugging the wall, so Cheever must not have known he was there. Michael couldn't have gotten any closer to that wall.
Now what do you do if you're Rahal? You move to the inside. You hope Michael's lost enough steam to get by, but not quite.
There just wasn't enough room for everybody, because I think the only option Cheever would have had would have been to stay out. He would have gotten into the marbles. Mario
Andretti watches his son Michael, occasionally communicates with him. But here's the key of what is happening here. While this battle goes on for the lead, third place, Jacques Villeneuve, who on lap 70 was 21 seconds behind, we're now on lap 77, and he's only 14 seconds behind.
3 times early in Michael's career, Bobby Rahal denied him the national championship. So Rahal in many ways has been the sort of onerous driver as far as Michael is concerned. He would love to win this race from Bobby Rahal.
Look, same situation from Rahal's car. Look at Michael. Boy, he got it off the wall on the right. Rahal tried to tuck it in on the right-hand side of Michael, but Michael right back in that throttle and maintained his position as the leader of the race, though Rahal is still right there. So 78 laps are now complete as Bobby Rahal's crew keeps track of the telemetry in the pits. And they keep an eye on Bobby Rahal's bid for the lead over Michael Andretti. We'll be back.
Firehawk, born at Indy, driven everywhere.
With new spark plugs, you get improved performance for a while. But only Bosch Platinum has a pure platinum center electrode that's heat fused for an airtight seal. So Bosch Platinum reaches its self-cleaning temperature faster for full engine power over a longer performance life, which means you'll replace a lot of other things before you change your Bosch Platinums. Bosch Platinum, the ultimate spark plug.
In Alaska, we need a tough truck.
Didi Genro, legendary Iditarod racer.
To get ready for a 1,000-mile dog sled race, there are 2 things I count on. My dogs,
this is Maverick,
which I pamper, and my Ford F-Series, which I don't. I appreciate a truck that provides dependable, tough performance, and my F-Series has never growled once.
Ford F-Series, from the ultimate dog race to the fast-paced human race, the best-selling trucks are built Ford Tough.
We can't guarantee you'll never have a bad day. So it's nice to know that a PPG certified collision repair shop can restore your car's finish and guarantee the paint for as long as you own your car. PPG, world leaders in automotive finishes.
This is Roger Twibell, the Ford Senior Players Championship. We're in the final round. J.C. Snead has the lead, but he is being pursued by Raymond Floyd and the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus. Snead is 16 under par through 6. Join us for our final round coverage coming up next.
Well, Michael Andretti is the leader here in Toronto. Paul Newman is watching his car right now running. Tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central, Paul Newman will star in the network premiere of Blaze, off tonight here on ABC, along with America's Funniest Home Videos and a special look at some of your favorite celebrities before they were stars. You know, if he'd found racing before he was a star, he might never have been a star. He loves it so much more. So now, Michael Andretti leads. Rahal is second. The Jacques Villeneuve interval has lengthened back out to 17 seconds. behind Bobby Rahal. Let's go to the pits and see what the story is on Rahal right now from Jack Arute.
Well, Paul, what we're showing you is the Mercedes-Benz engineers that work behind Bobby Rahal's crew. They were the first to be alerted that there might be an overheating problem on the engine. It was onboard telemetry. So what Carl Hogan did after getting that information, Carl radioed to Bobby Rahal and said, back away from Michael Andretti. They felt that the dirty air was what was creating the problem. So the interval between first and second has increased to Andretti's advantage, but on purpose, trying to cool the engine of Bobby Rahal's car.
The tough thing, of course, Jack, as you well know, is that takes away some of the attack potential for Bobby Rahal if they close up in traffic. If an opportunity is going to occur, as one almost did a few laps back, then Rahal has got to be close up behind.
What about the leader, Michael Andretti? Gary Gerould?
Well, his father, Mario, is here. Mario, in your first year of not being out here driving on this circuit of Toronto, you have the luxury of the big screen, so you saw that close contact between Michael and Eddie Cheever. How do you react when you see that?
Well, normally you like to think that if the guy's being lapped, he probably would cut him a break, but I guess Cheever and Sullivan were having their own little battle, so, you know, just one of those things. Everybody just racing for their own position, I guess.
How hard is it being in this seat as opposed to being in a seat out there, Mario?
Certainly not as much fun.
All right, there it is from the man who's given us so many great thrills over the years, Paul.
This is that battle back for third place between Villeneuve and Jimmy Vasser. They started first and second. Now they battle for third, and they are still, well, the interval's actually widening back to Rahal, back to 19.5 seconds. So the battle remains right at the front of the field.
But throw in Bobby there and DeFerrin. Bobby in the white and orange car, DeFerrin in the yellow one. This battle for third is intense.
Len, we were looking at Paul Newman earlier, and I made the statement that if he had found racing before movies, he might have stayed there. You've raced against him. Your admiration carries him perhaps even further than that.
Well, I think if he had started racing at a younger age and had the benefit of, you know, age and all that experience, maybe a world champion there, you know?
Of course, he fell in love with racing after making the film Winning. Vasser beginning to show some smoke at the back end.
It doesn't look like brake smoke.
Oh, yeah, that's not brakes there, I don't think. Right at the right rear of the car. So Jimmy Vasser may have a new problem, and it might not be one of brakes. We'll keep track of that for you. Michael Andretti is leading Rahal. Rahal's right on the back of the car. So a battle for the lead, battle for third. We've got a pretty good race going here in the Molson Indy Toronto. We'll be right back.
Polar Beach by Arctic Ocean. Music by Metallica and Hole. Light show by Mother Nature. And ice by Molson. Molson Ice. The Molson Ice Polar Beach Party. Labor Day weekend. Also appearing, Veruca Salt and Moist. Tuktoyaktuk, Canada. See displays for details. Get up there.
Firehawk, born at Indy, driven everywhere.
There's a fine line of motor oil separating your car's engine parts that's as little as 1/1000th of an inch. But friction and heat can make motor oil become volatile and vaporize, weakening its ability to protect expensive parts. Texaco Havoline Formula 3 is formulated to control volatility, fight vaporization, and provide complete engine protection, no matter what you drive.
Add more life to your car. Take it to the star.
The new Ford Contour is full of great